Okay, so how does it work? Everybody's just like videotaped?
Yeah, well, we're right now we're recording this to YouTube right now. We're having an off day, so don't mind us, Danielle.
Oh, it's being recorded on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yay!
She like, no! Exactly, she would just leave, you would just see her leave the call and shit. She was like, the one day I'm not on fucking camera. Fuck! Damn!
I'm too much, I'm a hot mess right now, no way.
Oh,
I like your background, Jenna.
Oh, thank you, love. It's so, Danielle, I love you. It's so good to talk to you, girl. Finally, we're on a show together without Korey.
I know, right? Fuck
Yeah,
Korey.
we only got to run your mouth.
Major fuck Korey.
Okay,
You know what?
so how did that end up happening? Like, when you found out that it was just a hoax,
Yes, we gotta bring
tell us
that
about
up.
that.
Hope I wouldn't take it that far.
She still believes in it.
It was not true. I'm gullible as fuck, but I don't like think to lie. Korey lies, man. Korey's go-to is to joke with you, and that's not my go-to. My go-to is thinking people are honest about what they say, but I'm learning. I've only known Korey not even a year now, but I know now, fuck that. I will never get tricked again. And I'm gonna get his ass, too.
I told you on Facebook, I was like, girl, you know he be lying. He lies. I don't believe anything Korey
I don't
says.
either. Yes, that was the Chipmunk review all over again. I was just like, no. I was like, I don't believe anything you say. And it kind of, I was kind of mad at Korey a little bit too, because I was like, you kind of shitting on Goodwin's parade. Because what he's saying is actually true.
Yeah, it's like he had to steal the spotlight.
Yeah.
And it's a little tacky. Like, I get it. Like, you got to be funny or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever.
I guess I'm in the minority because I was a pretty big fan of what was happening.
Oh, because you knew. That's the thing. Those smart people were IMing and like, you do know Korey's full of shit, right? Like, I can tell when he's lying. But us people that just are gullible thought that.
I mean, I didn't even know if he was lying. It's just like the reaction that was happening on Facebook.
How has it been on the high score, man? And how did you even get that gig?
And hold on. I got one too, Anthony. How does Korey's nuts taste?
How does Korey's what taste? What do you ask? How do Korey's nuts taste?
Yes, of course.
Oh, you'll never know.
When we see him on the show, you'll know.
Regarding the high score question, Goodwin just asked me to sit in one day because he needed someone to sit in, and he and I we'd hung out a few times, like after shows and stuff before. And I just sat in, and it ended up going pretty well, and that just happened a few more times. And honestly, like people watching, I think the people watching really kind of what made it happen, because there are a few that were saying, it's like, hey, it'd be cool if he was a regular on there, which was really flattering, really cool. And then one day I came in, Goodwin just asked me to come in just in case he had someone like who was supposed to come in, but he wasn't sure if they were going to make it or not, so he asked me to come in just as backup. And I got there, and it was just me and him in the studio, and he pulled down his pants, and no, I'm kidding. It was just there was two of us in the studio, and he had asked like then and there, he's like, well, it's just us here. Would you be open to doing this as a full-time thing, just as a regular thing? And I told him, like, if fans want it, and if you're cool with it, and if Korey Coleman's cool with it, then I'd be flattered to. And he said, yeah, everyone seems cool with it. People like you on the show. So, yeah, if you want to do it, it's all you. And I was like, all right, well, let's do it. It's a fun way to kill a Friday night. So, yeah.
Hey, Chris, so how do you like being on that high score? And was this and this is the answer's probably no, but have you always wanted to pursue this type of career or type of line of work?
What, just bullshitting?
I guess like showbiz or something like that, podcasting.
Initially, kinda. When I was in high school, I did a lot of theater, And I used to do a good amount of voice work. I still do voice work from time to time. I used to be really active on YouTube doing voiceover stuff, so I always liked performing. But the podcasting thing, I never imagined that happening at all. It's really surreal because I've been a fan of these guys since like 2008. The first movie I watched them review was that really crappy movie, 10,000 BC. Like that came out like 2008. It is really surreal, and it's funny talking about video games on the show, just because I used to be really into video games, and then I kind of got out of them a little bit. And now, since being on the show, I've tried to make a point to get back into them a little bit more. Because I when it comes to video games, man, I think I'm still really old school with it. Like, new games usually don't do it for me that much. Like, we were talking the other night. It was me, Goodwin, and Eugene, and another toast named Roberta. We were on PSN playing, and we were just talking about our favorite games. And like, if you had to pick one that's your all-time favorite game, and like Goodwin was saying, like Mass Effect is probably his. And Eugene, Goodwin said Bioshock. Eugene said Mass Effect 2. I was like, dude, mine's Tetris. Playing these kind of new kind of games, and makes me feel like an old man sometimes. Just like, yeah, you know.
What's up, Goodwin?
Oh, what's up, people?
What's up, Goodwin? Goodwin, good to have you in the Midnight Cheddar Tech once again. I want to thank you personally, man. You've been giving us such huge shout-outs. I think the reason why the Midnight Cheddar Tech is popping because of your shout-outs on the high score, so just thank you so much for that, man.
Oh, thanks, man. I want to say I forgot to shout y'all out this past Friday,
cool.
so I'd like to apologize for that. Not
It's
really,
cool,
but I can pretend. Whatever. Y'all are doing big chips out there, man. Like, you know, the way y'all been, especially Anthony and who was it? Who's the other person that runs this? I know Ganja does some stuff.
Just so you can remember Goodwin, because he's always mad that you forget him. You always say Nick and Ganja and me, but you never say 90s. He's always like, fuck, man. It's like, why are you always forgetting me?
I'm sorry. So Nick, Ganja, and 90s, big up. Next time on the high score, I'll be like, yeah, those. Nick, I won't forget it this time. Nick, Ganja, and 90s. I think, in no bullshit, I want to say one of the reasons that the high score is becoming successful or is still around is because a lot of the stuff y'all got going, because y'all basically started up this around the same time I started actually hosting the high score. So, I mean, I think it's kind of tandem to see both of these things. I think it's amazing, too, to see both of these things grow into something that, you know, they were kind of pet projects, and then they just turned into something that's kind of integral to the site now. So it's really dope. So, like, kudos to everybody that either participates or just comes in and watches. Yeah, man, I forgot. You know what? I completely forgot about goddamn that movie review shit we were supposed to do today. So I was like, I woke up at like 11. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go watch Barbershop. And I went and saw it. I was like, God damn, I woke up in A's. 11 on a Saturday is early for me. I woke up and I was like, shit. So like once I saw it, I was like, I really woke up early for this nonsense. Fuck this movie, man. Not fuck this movie. I wasn't as enthused as Coleman was with it. So.
I didn't even watch the show. What did you give it, by the way?
I gave Barbershop 3 a rental, and that's coming from somebody that, and y'all can take this with a grain of salt, however y'all want to take it. But I've seen all of those movies, and I can tell you like every integral thing that happened in it. So I was like, all right, I didn't like it because of this, this, and this, and I mean Coleman liked it because it was, I guess it fed into how he felt, I guess, as an old man. No. But just like, I mean, I don't know. It's the Raiders curse, I guess. Like, one of us loved it or liked it, and one of us did not. But it was only like one rating apart of a matinee and a rental. I gave it a rental. He gave it a matinee. So, not too crazy.
Good one. He was talking about vegetarian diet. If you could become a vegetarian/vegan, would you? And we're just going down the list. Vegetarians and vegans live on average 6 to 10 years longer than meat eaters. Meat eaters are
happier. What kind of statistics is that?
I don't know.
It's worth it though. Like Like, you missing out on a lot of good shit for those 6 to 10 years. Nah, man, even if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't want to be a vegetarian or a vegan. Like, I feel like I'm not knocking the lifestyle, but it's not for me. Like, I enjoy, like, a burger or a steak or, you know, a chicken sandwich and, you know, wherever, every now and then. Or, like, you know, on occasion. I mean, I think it's for me, like, meat like that is like it's a part of my diet. Like, I eat usually like during the weekdays. I usually don't go out and eat. I usually eat at home, and I'll have like grilled chicken and salad, or like my Foreman grill, grilled chicken and, you know, broccoli, or like hamburgers and broccoli or something like that, just to, like, you know, to get the protein side in and get the, you know, the grains and everything else.
I was just gonna say, especially in Austin, man, they got so much good food over there. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, if you ask anybody that came into town, hell, anytime they come into town, or for like the anniversary party or whatever, I usually end up having a barbecue, or, you know, just, you know, or going to a barbecue spot and getting food, or going to, like, hey, we got to go try this place where they put, you know, chicken breast in a donut. You need to go try this shit. You said that study said 6 to 10 years. I feel like the ends don't justify the cost of it. Like, I have to go like 70-something years. Let's just pretend I'm going to, if I eat the way I eat now, I'm going to live to 70. So I can eat whatever I want to now and live to 70. But I think that was a dope 70 years, and I got to do what I want to, and, like, I wasn't restraining myself, as opposed to, oh, I died at 77, but I was eating tofu and shit that I'm not a fan of.
I like how we start the movie talks and go is like, man, this is part of my job. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
For real. He's like, oh,
I get paid for this.
Hey, Ganja, can you blame him though?
Hell no.
Coleman pays me, but y'all niggas don't. I'm out.
Exactly.